Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited today because I am trying out some new makeup, and a lot of which has been asked about by y'all. So I'm going to be trying out the new Fitglow Beauty Foundation, the new Chantecaille Giraffe collection. I have a new bronzer that I'm going to talk about, a corrector that I haven't used on YouTube before. So hopefully you are going to enjoy it. I wanted to do a little bit of a smokier look today with a pop of color, as you can see, because I wanted to kind of match my makeup look to these absolutely gorgeous earrings. If you haven't seen them on my Instagram, they are so gorgeous. A very good friend of mine from college has started making these earrings, and all of them are different. She doesn't make any two of the same pair. I mean, if you messaged her and said, hey, I really like the ones Mandy has, she could probably get them close. But if you look at her Instagram, her name is Zan, or Alexandra. I call her Zan. But her Instagram is Siren Seeker. I will list it down below in the description box. Please check it out. She has some of the most gorgeous pieces. And if you're all about supporting not only a small business, but a woman-run small business, then definitely check her out. I think you will be so pleased with any of the pieces that you get. So I will put all of her stuff down in the description box. And if you want to see how I got this smoky eye with a pop of color using some new products, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's hop in to getting ready. I do believe that my eye look is going to be a little bit smoky today. At least enough for me to warrant doing eyes first. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So we are going to be using the brand new Giraffe Eye Quartet from Chantecaille, which honestly, I feel like every collection that they bring out, I'm always like, this is my favorite. But y'all, these colors are right up my alley. I love them so much. I did a reel swatching them. I will try to put either a video or a snapshot of that in this video so you can see the swatches, but definitely check that out on Instagram if you haven't seen it already, because I'm also swatching the lipsticks that come with this collection. But in true Chantecaille fashion, they are giving back with this collection. And as you can probably guess by the pictures of the giraffe, they are giving back to the Giraffe Conservation Foundation, which works to conserve and protect the future of giraffes in Africa. So very, very, very good work that they are doing, as always. So as you probably saw in the intro, I'm wanting to do a little bit of a smokier look, but I also kind of want it to go along with the earrings that I'm going to be wearing. So I do want to keep it like darker brown, bring a little bit of blue maybe. We're going to test the waters on that. To start out, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's not flat matte. It's not, the one above it is all matte. But I'm going to take this bronze color to start on a Rephr number 2, and I'm going to pack that all over the lid. So, you know, I said that this has a little bit more shimmer to it, but honestly, once you apply it, it looks almost matte. Like I would easily wear this shade in the crease and not worrying about it being, gotta work on my speaking today apparently, too shimmery for that. So just packing that all over the lid. And then I'm going to take a Wayne Gossamer 16 and use a little bit of that matte shade just above it to blend that out in the crease. Give a little bit of a different color, because this shade, while I feel like this palette really is more of a cool to neutral, this shade in particular is a slight bit warmer than the one underneath. So it gives just a little bit of difference in tones and helps blend that lid color out. And then I have to use this color right here. It's this beautiful taupey, shimmery shade, but it almost has like a duochrome effect to it where it pulls green a little bit depending on how it catches the light. But I love to use this shade as a topper, and I like to pack it on with my fingers. I'm just gonna put that basically all over the lid. I'm not going to make sure it stays in the center. I love this too much, so it's going all over. And even though I went pretty far in with that, I am going to take a little bit of this really pretty frosty white shade in the very inner corner to brighten it up a little bit. You can see hopefully how that just really brightened up that section of the lid. So I think this palette's awesome because you can just use those more matte sheen shades for a very neutral look, but these like shimmer shades just, to me, bring it up to a whole nother level. Okay, let's get some makeup on this face, shall we? I don't think that I have talked about this on my YouTube camera yet. I know I have on Instagram, but Bobbi Brown has recently put their correctors in a stick form. Now, the correctors have been a cult favorite of Bobbi Brown for as long as I can remember using the brand. They are in many, many pro makeup artist kits. They don't make the universal palette anymore. I wish they did, but you know, they had a whole side of that universal palette that was nothing but correctors and concealers. But they've always come in this little compact, almost like a little eyeshadow, single eyeshadow compact. And while for professional use, I much prefer that because it's easier to take out with a spatula. For personal use, I think this is genius. So they have taken all of their correctors and put them into a roll-up stick format. I am in the shade Bisque. This is the same shade as the original Bisque, but I will say it is, I mean, and it's because of how it's packaged. It really has to be a much, I don't want to say firmer product, but it definitely, I mean, it's not as creamy as the ones that come in the little compact. But as far as correcting goes, it does just as good a job, if not a little bit better. I just really, really, really like this as a corrector. I have this little blue spot on my nose that has been there my entire life. So I'm going to put a little bit of corrector on that. But I mean, you can see it just took down the darkness so well. This is great for travel. And to be a stick formula, I honestly anticipated it not wearing as well, like creasing more than it does, because it doesn't crease at all. It wears underneath all of my concealers really, really nicely. So I highly recommend this. I have been loving this. If y'all want me to do, I know I talk about correctors all the time. If y'all want me to do a whole video on them, please let me know because I definitely have, I could probably do a top 5 correctors. I have a lot of favorites, but this is in it. I really have been enjoying this. Now let's talk about the foundation, which I know a lot of you have been wanting to hear about ever since you heard that they were launching a new one. And this is the new Foundation Plus from Fitglow Beauty. I was so excited to hear that they were launching this foundation. I could not wait to try it. I have talked about Fitglow Beauty quite a bit on my channel, and I pretty much love everything that they have brought out. So I was very excited to try this because y'all know foundation is my favorite. So this is Foundation Plus. It comes in 18 shades, and from what I can see, the shades span a very nice array of tones. It's not like all light to medium. It's not all dark. I feel like it's a very good mixture of light, medium, tan, and dark and deep. The shades do coincide with the concealer shade. So if you have a concealer shade that you like from Fitglow Beauty, this is going to be this, you're going to want to order the same shade. I wear 3 in the concealer. I got 3.5 in this. This retails for $55, but it is available on Freeze Code Beauty, which is where I get all of my Fitglow Beauty. And I do have a coupon code that gets you a discount for all of the Fitglow products. So I will put that down in the description box. So this comes with a doe foot applicator. I know there are some people who are very against a doe foot applicator. I'm going to talk as I apply. To me, I have no issues with it. I feel like it's just a big concealer. And I know a lot of people who wear concealers as foundations and they apply it this way. You apply a concealer with the doe foot straight to your face. To me, it's no different. If you did not like using the doe foot, just put some on your hand and apply it that way. The how to use section says to use a brush, which they sell a brush, or your fingers. I actually have been testing this out. This is the 5th day that I have worn this in a row, and I prefer a sponge. And I know I don't say that about a lot of foundations, but I do for this one. And I honestly don't know if I could tell you why. I just do. So this is a luminous foundation, as you are going to be able to see as I apply it. It does have some skincare ingredients. Now, I know I have been harping a lot on the marketing that some of these companies have been doing with all the skincare they're putting in their foundations. And I've had quite a few people tell me they prefer to have skincare in their foundations because it makes them wear better. I don't, that's not really the skincare that I have an issue with so much as the marketing behind it. But there does come a time like where too much of something is still not going to be great. For instance, I know there's some foundations coming out that have like niacinamide in them. I can only take very small doses of niacinamide before my face starts to burn off. And I'm only really able to use it in my Curology, my Tret combination cream. But if I start loading it on in tons of other skincare products and foundations, my skin is going to not like it. So that's kind of another reason it's like, even a good thing, too much of it can turn into a not so good thing. All of that to say, Fitglow has always been skincare based. They are not like some of these other foundation companies lately that are all of a sudden caring about skincare. Fitglow has always put skincare in all of their makeup products. So I expected it from them. It has licorice and bearberry, which are antioxidants. They're good for brightening. Heart leaf and artemisia blend, which is clarifying and detoxifying. And then it has amber and vitamin C. Now, it's not L-ascorbic acid. If you can't handle that, it's the sodium phosphate, I believe is what it is. I'll put it on the screen if I said that wrong. It also has oils in the foundation. In fact, the first 3 ingredients are oils. It is castor seed oil, jojoba oil, and grapeseed oil. So if you're familiar with what oils work best for your skin, then that's going to be able to tell you whether or not you think this might work for you. I have tried this over 4 of my 5 sunscreens, and my favorite is the Supergoop Mineral Matte Screen, which is what I had on today before I started applying this. The only one I did not try it over was my Color Science Flex, and that is typically because if I wear that, that is my foundation. I don't tend to wear anything else over it. So there it is, a good, I feel like light to medium coverage, luminous, not oily looking in my opinion, but don't forget there are oils in the formula. I will talk about my thoughts at the end. Okay, let's not jump the gun, Mandy. I'm gonna skip me doing concealer and powder. I'm gonna be using my Clinique concealer and my Too Faced Primed and Poreless powder, but because these aren't new and it's kind of repetitive, I'm gonna skip through it. I did get a new bronzer, and I talked about this on my last Get Ready With Me on Instagram, but this is from Sicily. So Pam, I know you watch my Instagram videos, but I'm not sure if you watch my YouTube. Thank you so much for telling me about the Bergdorf Goodman sale that I was not aware of, where you got 30% off select beauty products. And this was one of them. And I've wanted this for years. So I got it. And this is the Phyto Touche Illusion Powder Bronzer Sun Glow Bronzing Gel Powder. Lots and lots of words there. But like I said, have wanted this forever. So I have been using this quite a bit since I got it. It's a little bit of a warmer product, and it definitely has some sheen to it. So this is my Osmosis Large Accent Brush, which is what I like to use for most of my Baked Gelée formulas, which this is. And being Sicily, it's expensive. So I was glad to get that 30% off. And I really have been enjoying it. So that is what I'm going to be using, as you can well see, as my bronzer today. So it does leave a little bit of a sheen behind. I'm typically not a huge fan of that on the forehead, but I find it's not that bad with this. Not enough for me to not want to use it on my forehead. Now, because the foundation was Fitglow, I thought we would stick with that for blush and highlight. And I'm going to be using Golden Hour, the multi-use cheek color, an eyeshadow from Fitglow for my highlight, which is such a beautiful highlight, and eyeshadow. And then I thought, let's go bright or go home on the blush. And I'm going to be using Cheerful, which is the multi-use cheek color from Fitglow as well. And it is very cheerful, super pigmented. So I'm going to definitely tap my brush off before I apply. But it's a very pretty pinky peach shade. Very spring and summer appropriate. I mean, I think I'm going to be using this a lot as the warmer months roll around. And then I'm going to take that same fluffy brush that we used in the crease, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of that Cheerful and just run it mostly on the outside of my crease, bring a little bit of it in. I've done this technique many a times and I love it. Just really helps bring the entire look together when I incorporate my blush color in my eyeshadow. Let's get some lips on. I feel like I need some lips. So let's use one of the brand new Giraffe lip cheeks. So far they have Jasmine and Freesia that have launched. Willow is available for pre-order, but it has not launched yet. So Jasmine is this very pretty peach color, which I am typically not a fan of peach shades on the lips, but oh y'all, I have been wearing this one out. I love it so much. Such a pretty nude pink peach shade. And then there is Freesia, which is a very pretty pink shade. I feel like it could go either way, but let's use Jasmine since I don't use peaches as much and I've been loving it. Oh, so good. All right, let's work on the bottom lash line. I did want to make this a little bit of a smokier look, and I thought that I would bring in some of the turquoise that's in the earrings and use a little bit of blue on the bottom lash line. So I'm going to start first by using this Surf Proof Easy Glider Gel Eye Definer from Cali Ray in the shade The Deep. It's a really pretty, like turquoisey blue. I'm going to put that in my waterline and a little bit down on my lash line. And then I'm going to take, now I know that this eyeshadow palette is not available anymore, but any kind of really pretty blue turquoisey shade would work. But this is the Beautycounter Statement eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to take this really pretty peacock shade and I'm going to use that to smoke out my lower lash line and further smoke out that Cali Ray liner. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. A really pretty pop of color. If you are not comfortable with color, this is a great way to incorporate it because it's not all over the eye, but it definitely, I mean, it's noticeable. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of this really pretty white and put it in the very inner corner. So pretty. Okay. I did my mascara off camera and put in my gorgeous earrings that I spoke about in the intro. And I used my Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara. And this is the completed look. Hopefully you enjoyed it. To do a kind of roundabout of the new products. I love the Chantecaille products. The collection is just top notch in my opinion. And I cannot wait to get Willow because I feel like that's going to be absolutely beautiful as well. So thank you as always to Chantecaille for sending that over. And the foundation, I really like this foundation. I like it the most over the Supergoop matte screen. I really like it with the Too Faced powder. I love it under the Jane Iredale Pure Pressed. It is a little bit more luminous under that, so I do feel like I have to touch up a little bit throughout the day if I choose not to use matte products with it because it is more of a radiant luminous foundation. But I've had no issues with the wear. I've had no issues with it sinking into any fine lines, my smile lines or anything like that. And I have gotten a few compliments while wearing this foundation. So it is a winner in my book. I really like it. I think you will too if you like those more luminous foundations that are in the clean beauty category and look super smooth and almost like buttery. I don't even know another way to describe it, but it does look like that on the skin. And I also love the Sicily bronzer. So I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. I will list and link everything down in the description box as always. And if I have any discount codes, I will list those as well. So thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, safe, and sane. And then most of all, you go out and have a very blessed day.